Aloha and welcome again to Tell Us More. I'm Neaulani.kuamoo-peck. This is my colleague,
Karen.schleif.
We are here today to talk to you about financing, what you need for when you're thinking about buying a home, because we know how scary that can be. So one of the first things that we hear a lot of is, I don't think I can afford to buy a home. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I don't know who I'm going to talk to. Well, relax, be comfortable. We have solutions for you. We've invited a very special guest today. This is Brett Matsuda. Brett Matsuda is with Hawaii Mortgage Experts. We've worked together for several years, and he's going to give you an overall look at what it's like to get yourself a mortgage so you can buy your home. Let's start off with the most common question. Brett, how are interest rates trending these days?
Interest rates are unbelievably low right now. I've been in the industry for over 16 years and I've never seen it this low.
Oh my gosh.
We're looking at
That's good news.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking at conventional rates as low as 2.625% with
Wow.
a 3.01 APR.
Wow,
Yes,
that's
government
the lowest
programs.
ever.
Government programs are as low as 2.25% with an APR of about 2.652.
And these are fixed rates, like
These are
30 years?
30-year fixed
Wow.
rates, yes. It's crazy. A lot of the times we notice that when there's, economy, stress on the economy, such as what is going on, unemployment numbers, things like that, the economy needs banks to continue to run. And one of the biggest markets is, of course, the mortgage industry.
Yes.
So this is why rates are dropping so low. It's a great time.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
So as a first-time home buyer or somebody who's never bought in Hawaii, what do they need to know about mortgages?
One is they need to know that you actually don't need a lot of down payment to purchase a home. They have first-time home buyer programs such as USDA, which requires no down. With low interest rates as they are right now, very little to no closing costs, as well as VA. VA also has that. Of course, VA, you have to be eligible by serving in the military. The other product that we have is our conventional product, which requires only 3% down.
Now that's the one that, conventional is the product that used to always be 20% down, period.
Right.
Now look at it, 3%.
As low as 3%. And again,
Wow.
like I checked today, interest rates were as low as 2.625.
Unbelievable.
Yes,
amazing.
very, very, very low.
So even you can afford to buy a house right here in Hawaii.
Well, let me ask you something. Sometimes even when the interest rates are low, that you need a really high credit score. So what is the credit score that people need to get these type of rates?
Of course, credit plays a big part into how much you qualify for, as well as how great how good your interest rate is, of course. But of course, you want to have around the lowest you want to have is about 640.
Well, that's pretty good
Yeah,
too.
so-
There was a time
exactly.
where 680 wouldn't
Mhm.
qualify.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, of course, at the same time too, we want to analyze your credit score, and
Yes.
maybe if we have some time, get you into a game plan where we can help you get your credit score up. It's something we don't learn in high school or college. They don't teach us about how credit works.
It's true.
But we can definitely guide you and help you get onto a game plan where we could get your credit score up.
That's another plus. You're not just talking to a lender who's going to say yes or no, you can afford or you cannot. You're actually talking to a person who can give you a game plan. If you cannot afford now, perhaps he can tell you when you can afford and what you can do, right? In order to
Exactly.
get there.
It's never a no, maybe no for now, but
Yeah.
we'll get you on your way.
All right.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing is that Brad will stick with you.
Yes.
He's not going to put you on the back burner and ignore you. And here in Hawaii, if you only qualify for 500,000, which is a lot in the mainland, you're poor here. That's kind of how it
That's
is.
below
But we're not going to put
average.
you on the back burner. Neaulani and I are going to treat you like a multi-million-dollar client, and so is Brant. And how long does it take to get somebody's credit going if they do what you tell them to do?
It could take anywhere from 2 to 6 months.
And then they're good to go.
Get you on your way, yeah, definitely.
go.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and stop here for part one. We want to make sure and keep these little classes short so that you stick with us till the very end. Please take the time to give us comments and tell us more about what you want to know. In the meantime, stick with us. We're going to bring Brent back for part two. Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha. Welcome back to Tell Us More. I'm Neaulani.kuamoo-peck, and this is my colleague.
Karen.schleif.
And we are here with part 2 about the mortgage. What do you need to do to buy a home here in Hawaii? We brought our expert, Brant Matsuda. Welcome, Brant.
Hi, thank
He's
you.
from Hawaii Mortgage Experts. And today, he's going to tell you just about what you need to bring into him in order to get yourself pre-approved to get a mortgage.
Yeah, so definitely the first step in buying a home is knowing your buying power or your pre-approval. This information will let you know how much you can purchase, how much you can offer, what type of program you're going to have. It also gives you examples of what to expect in monthly payments, interest rates, and everything like that. So what we like to do is we like to talk to you. We want to get to know your goals. But as far as documentation, very simple. As an employee, all we will need is the 2 years of W-2s and the most 2 current pay stubs. If you own a business, of course, we would need your tax returns, 2 years of tax returns. And from there, we'll go ahead and pull your credit, look at your income docs, and we'll establish your buying power at that point.
And you know, the best part about doing all of that and getting yourself pre-approved, you've got peace of mind. When you go out there and we take you out there shopping and show you different places, you know whether or not you can afford to buy it. Why waste your time looking at stuff that won't work for you, right?
Exactly. So it's very important. You want to establish that buying power because when you go to the table to negotiate, you know exactly how much you can negotiate with. The worst thing you can do is go into a contract and then don't know what you're getting into and realize that this is the payments that you guys didn't want to, or you want to. It doesn't hit your goals. It's a little bit too much than you expected to pay. So, let's get that part get that part started, and the negotiation can start.
One of the biggest things that happens when you go into contract, you go into escrow, is that if you haven't been pre-approved, it's so disappointing when you fall out because the financing didn't work.
Yes.
Save yourself the pain, right?
Exactly.
But we wouldn't allow you to do that anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you do have some skin in the game in that you have to have a earnest money deposit. And if you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you could lose that deposit.
Yes.
So as your professionals, we wouldn't allow that to happen anyway. So that's why you're watching this video.
Exactly.
And that earnest money deposit is just $1,000. It's not breaking the bank. So if you cannot afford the earnest money deposit, you definitely need to talk to Brad and he'll help you out again.
Exactly. And what we want to analyze during the pre-approval is your goals. What you feel comfortable with paying.
Yes.
Exactly. And sometimes people don't want to hear it, but we want to also keep you within a specific what they call debt to income ratio. We don't want. We still know that you have bills to pay. You have food to buy, gas to buy. So we want to keep you within that debt to income ratio percentage.
He wants to set you up. We want to set you up for success.
Exactly.
So the one thing I noticed that working with Brant was that you do give them options because
All the
even
time.
though they're in the same loan, there's different options that they can
Correct.
take. So maybe if you want a lower payment, you put more money down.
Exactly.
Is that how that works?
Yes, exactly.
Or they can if you want a lower interest rate because they do plan on being in there for 30 years. Can you tell us something about that?
So when I give options is you actually have the right to choose your interest rate. A lot of the times when you walk into a bank or something and they'll tell you, okay, this is your interest rate, this is how much your closing cost is. But what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to actually give you rate options. Why is there different rate options? Because each rate comes with a different cost or what they call basis point. So the higher the interest rate, the lower the actual basis points are. And from there, what we'll do is we'll give you 3 different options. Based on your financial situation, we'll make sure to put you in the right rate at the right cost for you.
So Brant, just quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us the difference between going to a bank or a credit union and going to a broker like yourself?
So the biggest difference between us is that we give you options. Again, just like we talked about earlier, we're not set in a specific bank rules. I used to work for a direct lender, and during that time, I worked for that particular lender. I had to sell their interest rates. I had to fit you into their guidelines. But now that I work for a wholesale mortgage company, broker, we are able to work for you. We shop. We have lenders compete for your business, and that way, and then of course we also find the best guidelines for you. So we have a lot of options for you.
there's so much to know about the mortgage industry that I think we should put in a part 3 in our series.
Okay.
And in that part, let's talk about the different programs like VA and conventional. Wouldn't you like to know what those programs are like?
Yeah,
So stay tuned for part 3. Aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha and welcome to Tell Us More. I'm Neaulani.kuamoo-peck and this is my colleague,
Karen.schleif.
and we are here with part 3 about getting a mortgage. We're here with our guest speaker, our preferred lender, Brent Matsuda. Welcome,
Hi.
Brent.
Hi, thank you for
He's
having me
from
again.
Hawaii Mortgage Experts, and Brent's going to talk to us about the different programs that are out there for him.
Yeah, definitely. Like I mentioned in my last in the last video, is that it doesn't require a lot of upfront money to purchase a home. One of our most popular products is, of course, the USDA. It is a rural product in which you can purchase in different cities throughout the island. Zero down, very low interest rates. And then, of course, we also have another product called FHA, which requires as little as 3.5% down. Now, this one also is a government product, government-sponsored product. And again, rates, like I mentioned in my last video, are historically low right now. And then last but not least, of course, is our conventional product. This is any type of loan, mortgage loan that is not sponsored by the government. This one, as a first-time home buyer, you can get as low as 3% down.
3%, folks, not 20%.
No,
You know,
not
that was the
20%.
old days. So.
Exactly.
There is one more very important product, yes, out there that involves the military.
Oh yeah, oh yes, definitely. How could I
Yeah.
forget about the VA product? This is also a great product for your military. You guys really deserve this product. Again, it is a zero down product as well. And of course, you would have to, show evidence of you either being active or retired or a reservist to be in the military. And that's basically all it takes to purchase a home. You can buy a home with no cash up front, as well as low as little to no closing costs as well. So
Another
yeah, definitely
plus.
you have to come and take a look. That's the biggest problem with today is people are afraid to look, but just come to us. We are very casual. We are a great team. We're going to help work with you. And like I mentioned, we're going to help you with a game plan, so definitely.
All you have to do is ask us and tell us more about what you're looking for.
Exactly.
And one thing I think is very important is everything is confidential.
Yes.
None of us go around telling everybody about your finances or anything like that. But one thing I wanted to ask you said that the USDA is a rural product. What does that really mean for us here in Hawaii?
So for us here in Hawaii, it's limited to specific cities that
Okay.
were deemed as rural.
Okay.
So some of them that I could think of right now is the Eva Beach area, the entire Kapolei, Waianae, West Coast, as well as some areas in Waipahu, Village
Yes.
Park area, Waikele is also, and Waipio Acres in
Okay.
Neaulani, yes.
In fact, and there's also Waimanalo on the windward side that qualifies for it, and certain parts of Kaneohe if you like the windward side.
Well, how about Pearl City? Does
Pearl City
qualify?
does not qualify,
And
unfortunately.
there's another one that doesn't qualify. That would be
Any-
Neaulani, right?
Yes, Neaulani
Right, does not
area,
qualify.
correct.
Okay.
But Whitmore Village in Waiwa does.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so, you know what, again, to get the answers of everything that we're presenting, tell us more. Tell us more about what it is that you want to know. And we are so happy to get back to you and give you the answers you're looking for. We have Brent Matsuda with Hawaii Mortgage Experts, and Karen and I are with eXp Realty. Together we are a team that presents the best for you.
Yes, and we look out for you. We are not here to, we are not here to, become and take. What a lot of the time is to lead you in the
Yes.
wrong way. We want to listen to your goals. We will meet your needs. So definitely, please give us a call.
We're not here to waste anybody's time. We know how important money in buying a home is. That's a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah. One of the biggest things people buy. So get a hold of us.
Yes.
Put your comments down below. Tell us more about what you want to know, and we'll be back with our next informing video.
Yes, thank you.
Aloha.
Aloha.